Hello and welcome. I'm Ethan or the E-Reader. This is season 1, episode 27 of the E-Reader podcast. And this is my review of Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I actually finished Jurassic Park like a week and a half ago and I just haven't got around to reviewing it. So, yeah, here we are. I'll go the spoiler free and then I'll go into spoilers like I do for most of my reviews. So, spoiler free. So, book is essentially about this genetic company being able to grab the DNA from dinosaur bones and cloning it to make a dinosaur. And they make a whole theme park. They make a theme park out of this, so that kids can come and so it's like a zoo mixed with like amusement park with rides and stuff. So that's essentially what the book is about. Now, my thoughts on this book are fantastic. If I could, I would give it a 6 stars out of 5. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's better than 5 stars. This book was fantastic. Definitely in the top 5 favorite books of all time, alongside Percy Jackson and Lord of the Rings and just other fantastic books. It is amazing. I totally recommend anyone read this book. The suspense is amazing. The writing is fantastic and easy to understand. The science is very easy to understand. Is as if he's explaining it to like a fourth grader. Um, just the whole thing is just amazing. There's suspense and there's mystery and adventure. It just is so, and you learn so much about different dinosaurs and science and DNA. But the characters are so fleshed out, and they're not robotic. They're very like human like, which is you really want in a book. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion about the book. It was fantastic. It was in the top 5 favorite books of all time. I want to give it 6 stars out of 5. And yeah, and you should definitely get the book and read it. So that's my spoiler free thoughts. If you haven't read the book, please leave and then come back and listen to my spoilers thoughts after you've read the book. But now I'm going into spoiler thoughts. So yeah, these are my spoiler thoughts. Okay, this book, I already said this in spoiler free, but it's fantastic. The characters are amazing. My favorite character in the book has to be either Tim, no, it's Tim, or Alan. Alan or Tim. Alan just seems like a good like dad figure to Tim. Um and I have a few notes here. It's really easy to read. Oh, I liked Ian Malcolm. I loved him. I didn't like how he died, but um that was kind of sad because I loved him so much. You really like his speeches. One was on page 306 of my edition, where just his speeches when he was like on the bed and he's like talking to people. But his speeches are just so fantastic, and they made me think so much about science and the dangers of science and how science like you have to practice it, and it's not like something you get for free and learn overnight. And I don't know, Ian Malcolm's speeches were so good. So he's up there in top favorite characters. But Tim is just like a cool young figure character. He's smart and he just seems like a very independent character. Lex, on the other hand, is so freaking annoying. God. Like she was so annoying and she annoyed me and I just want a dinosaur to eat her. I know that sounds gruesome, but it's kind of true. Well, kind of. It's true. But she's just so annoying. Like the whole way through, she's just, "I'm hungry. Could you shut up? Like, shut up. I'm not. Sorry. Don't. I'm not. I'm telling the character shut up. Lex. I just. She was so annoying. Sorry for my language. Um, uh, Alan Grant, like I said, amazing father figure to Lex and Tim. Love that, and I loved at the end where it was so suspenseful where like there were raptors out in the park, but you didn't know where they were. So any corner you could go, there might be a raptor, which was so cool, like so suspenseful. And I was just like on the edge of my seat the whole time. It's like, oh my gosh, are they going to get eaten by a raptor? Which was crazy. But just like the start, like page 80 on my edition, when he's like, "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and like the part ends, that just seems so magical. Like you see the scenery, and it's just that part there seems so magical. And I really want to know what it looks like in the movie, which I will do a book to movie comparison when I watch the movie, sometime. But what else do I got to say about this book? Fantastic. I can't just like you kind of have to read it to understand how fantastic it is. Well, obviously you've read it if you're listening to this, but it is just so good. Like I've never read a book like a sci-fi book that like that good. I kind of was unsatisfied by the ending, but I mean, it kind of gave room for a second a sequel, which there is a sequel, The Lost World, and I will be reading that sometime soon. Um, but the ending, you really don't get a sense that it's a standalone. You know it's a there's gonna be a sequel because of the ending where the dinosaurs might be loose, like in Costa Rica and stuff. So you know there's dinosaurs loose. Um, but Ed Regis, he died. A lot of people died in this book. Actually, I found like I a lot of people a lot of people died. Which I mean it's kind of you're gonna get people dying if dinosaurs are eating people. Um, I don't really the when I like the part where Tim was holding the raptor and that raptor was cute. Oh, I love the part where Lex and Tim worked together and got that raptor into the fridge and he just like froze there. Like that was just like such a sick scene. As well when Alan was in the hatching bay and the raptors like were coming in, they're going around and he like put the needle into like an egg and threw it. That was just such a suspenseful scene. I was just like, what is going to happen? I was just like the whole way through the book, I was just on my edge of my seat. I was like, what is going to happen next? Because it's that kind of book. Is a book that once you learn something, you another question comes, which that's what's so good about this book. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about this book. Short chapters. There are a lot of chapters, which I like about this book. It is a short book too, but really interesting. And I will definitely be rereading this in the near future because it's just so good. Um, yeah. So Michael Crichton is up there in my top favorite authors now, and I will be reading another one of his books soon in April, which is not going to be the sequel. It's going to be a different book, but stay tuned for my April TBR, which that book will be mentioned in. So thanks for listening. I'm Ethan, or the E-Reader. This has been my Jurassic Park. This has been my review of Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Thanks for listening. See you next time.